What's going on, online world? It's your boy Tactics, and I want to welcome you guys to the show. Today is the premiere episode of our talk show that is hosted by the G Movement crew. Basically, what we're doing is we're going online and finding a bunch of random questions that we'd like to address and just give out advice, give out our opinions, and basically we make it into a video and then distribute it out to you guys, and then, the rest is history. So basically, that's what we're doing in a nutshell. And yeah, without further ado, I guess I'm going to start off with the first question of the segment. But before I get into it, I got to warn you guys that some of these questions deal with mature content like relationships, love, sex, dating. So, with that being said, if you're under 18, then I suggest that you click on another link over here somewhere. Because I ain't trying to get in trouble on YouTube. But so anyway, the first question is, I've been screwed over 4 times in the past. How could I stop being so negative when it comes to relationships? Well, let's find out what the rest of the guys thought.
The key to overcome that is A, to not stereotype and paint everybody with the same brush and feel that just because one girl did this to you, all the girls are that way. And B, it's to get out there and not put the baggage that you had from some other person onto the next person, because that happens a lot. For example, somebody gets hurt in a relationship and they date the second time and they treat this person differently, because of what happened to them before, which isn't fair to that person because they didn't do anything, right?
Yeah, suffering for the person's past.
For the person's past, right? So what you want to do is you want to go out there, be sociable, and start off with a clean slate with everybody. Have no impression on them until you meet them, right? Don't feel all girls are, going to go out there and hurt you. All girls are this, or all guys are this, and all guys are that. Go out with a clean slate. Meet them for who they are, and don't put, what happened on your past onto them because they had nothing to do with it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you know what to look for and what not to look for. You know what I mean? Don't look at it as fuck, they screwed me over. Now every other chick I gotta see is screwed me over. You're probably gonna get screwed over another 4 times.
But it's always a stepping stone to something greater, man. Ultimately, in the long run, hopefully, with a little bit of luck and a little bit of work and perseverance, you will end up with the right woman. And, she'll treat you right, and she'll stand out above all the rest, and she'll make you forget about your past and all that. So just date as much as possible. You know what you're looking for. So based on the past experiences, you know what to avoid for next time. It's a learning experience, like he said.
Is being in a relationship really worth it? Let me start off by saying this. There's a guy that I was dating. I'll just call him Joe. Joe and I were friends for 7 years or so. I made the mistake of getting involved with him as more than a friend, and I admit that there's a level of comfort that I have with him. I've been through a lot. Joe knows this. What I've been through. Even so, we became an item, and we fight a lot, from future plans down to the food that goes in my mouth. He's Armenian, and I'm not. He's not exactly traditional, only when it benefits him. Anyways, I was just wondering if being in a relationship is worth it.
I think that you just depends what part of your life you're in. Are you in the part of your life where you want to settle down and start a family, or are you in the part of life where you just want to keep dating the dating scene? You know what I mean? It just depends where you are with yourself. You have to ask yourself, are you ready to be in a relationship? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just not, is it good for right now? You know what I mean? You shouldn't just be dating someone just because there's that comfort like that, It's about wanting to be with that person, not because you have to, because you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You shouldn't have to settle, and you shouldn't have to make sacrifices to be with this person. If this person's trying to change you, or you feel that you're making too many sacrifices and you can't make it work, then just end it. Cut your losses, man, because there's someone out there for you that will ultimately be a better fit for you, and that's how you have to look at it. You don't settle, man. Yes, a relationship is worth it for the right person,
Mm-hmm.
If it's the right person, then it is definitely worth it, and you will see a lot of great results. But the time when it's not worth it is when the relationship starts to fall flat and you're making a lot of sacrifices, and you just ultimately aren't happy in the relationship. And I think that's when you need to really evaluate whether or not you can handle being in the relationship. Because if you can't, don't settle.
I live hours away from my girlfriend. The other night she went to the lake with a few girls and a few guys and had nothing but her panties and bra to swim in. It pissed me off. Would it piss you off?
Wow. Done. Should be done.
Well, that's a breakup for you?
That's a done.
Yeah?
That's an argument that leads to a breakup.
Serious.
Big time.
Yeah?
Well, you guys don't care?
No, I don't even remember what I said. I think I said, yeah, he has every right to be pissed. But they really need to, like, unless it was talked about in terms of what's appropriate and what's not, even though it should be known.
Obviously.
You know, it should be known, because, like, I mean, I wouldn't, I'm sure my girlfriend wouldn't like me
getting into your underwear,
into my
and jumping
underwear
into a
and
lake with a bunch of girls.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or swimming with a bunch of girls in general, you know
An
what I mean?
hour away.
Yeah, you know, so it's like,
Not cool at all.
there are certain rules that you need to follow in terms of the, like, being so distant from each other, you know?
That's a talk and a half.
Yeah, that would definitely spark an argument.
And if she's not apologizing the whole time, that's bull. If you live so far away from your girl, you're having a hard enough time as it is, and you find out that she's jumping in a lake with other guys in her panties and bra, and that's just what she told you happened. You know what I mean? That's tight for someone to do that, especially when you're in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
That's hard enough as it is.
If I trust her, I'm not insecure. So if she's swimming, and let's just say the situation, because we don't know the situation. The situation could have been she didn't know about the whole swimming thing, right? Or she wasn't.
Yeah.
Because you guys are assuming that she went there with the intention to do this, right? You never know. She could just not have known and wanted to go swimming, and that was the situation.
So that makes it right for her to get into her panties and her bra.
No.
And what kind of panties do most girls wear?
But like I was saying,
Thongs, G-strings.
but my point before was, okay, if she wanted to cheat on you, she would, right? Like,
No, it's not a matter of cheating. It's a matter of respect.
But then she had the audacity. I think she had the audacity to tell him.
Yeah.
Because, like he said, he's
Like,
an
you're
hour away.
overreacting, man.
How else would he have found out, right?
You're overreacting.
Because he got it out of her.
But why would he have to get it out? How do you just be like, yeah, were you swimming with a bunch of guys?
No, I was like, what'd you do?
Yeah, you know.
So what'd you do?
Yeah, but
Well,
she
I was
could have
swimming naked,
She could
but-
have. She could have
No,
lied.
man.
She could have lied. You know, like, and he probably would have specified it here, saying that, like, oh yeah, she lied. I had to drag it out of her. But
Yeah, if she told him that willingly.
So you're on her side.
no. Don't get me wrong. I would be pissed too.
Yeah.
I would be kind of pissed. Like,
Yeah.
it would bother me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't
break up with my girl
Yeah, I
over
wouldn't
that
blow
shit.
I
it.
never said I'll break up with her either. I said it's an argument that could lead to a breakup.
No.
Yeah,
that
for
wouldn't
sure.
For me, no.
For sure.
For me, she went swimming in her panties and a bra. What rule did she break? What has she done wrong? Has she cheated on you?
Okay, so
Has she slept
so
with
if
somebody?
she had called her boyfriend and said, I'm gonna go swimming with a couple guys and a couple girls that you don't know, but I don't have my bathing suit, so I'm gonna wear my panties and my bra. Do you think he would say okay?
No, he wouldn't say
Exactly.
Okay. But he.
So that's what's called knowing.
But she didn't establish that was going to be a problem, because she probably thought, okay, what's the difference between a bikini and a bra and panties?
Okay, but
Really?
when you think about when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to think about how your significant other is gonna react about you doing this, and that's what she didn't do. She didn't care about how he's gonna react.
Of course she can.
Yeah, but
she
okay,
told
we
him.
don't
No.
but we don't really know how fresh the relationship is, so we don't know if, you know, like they still have to come to that common ground in terms of what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, you know what I mean? And if there's no communication and they're not discussing these kind of things, then she's not gonna know, because maybe she'd be okay with it. Maybe she'd be okay with that
Okay,
situation.
well, she has had no past relationships.
Then yeah, maybe.
Okay,
maybe
but if
even
she
that's
did have past relationships, she would know.
Yeah, but okay, if that's not the case, then because
Okay.
we don't really know the situation other than what.
But this is
he's
for
saying.
21. If she's 21, she's been in past relationships.
You don't know that.
You don't
guy.
know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. The act itself, I can see why you're upset, but she covered her bases. She told you about it and she apologized.
If
So
it happens again, then yeah.
then you can, but really, what can you say?
Because now you've made it evident that it's a problem, and if she does it again,
Then it's
that
going
means
against
she's
you,
she's
yeah.
going
Yeah.
against
Okay, if she agreed with you,
yeah. But if she goes against you and does it again or does something
Obviously,
similar,
her
then
butt
yeah,
hits the
then
curb.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, then I agree.
Totally done. Slowly done.
Yeah.